गुरुर्ब्रह्मा स्वयं साक्षात् सेव्यो वन्द्यो मुमुक्षुभिः नोद्वेजनीय एवायम् तत्त्वज्ञेन विवेकिना।
You know, for all communication, you should not depend on physical proximity.
Yes.
Communication must be internalized. We should establish an internal contact. Like these telephones. It is distant but physical. It can be silent and better off.
And still communicate.
That communication is not just mental proximity, but it is conscious communication. No one has ever seen God. For that matter, did any nuclear scientist ever seen an atom?
Right.
He has never seen an atom. It's very strange. We write so much.
But he knows it exists.
In fact, by theory, by application, by analysis, by proof, he can only prove its existence, not able to see it. So, our communication should be initially mental and later conscious, over a time. We can establish a permanent contact with the ultimate truth inside. Once that is achieved, nothing more to be achieved, nothing else. That is possible. There has been never a rule or law about eligibility to reach God. All that is necessary is the willpower, mind. We call it Shraddha. Shraddha is attention.
Intention?
Attention.
Attention.
Attention, total attention is Shraddha. And what comes in the way of Shraddha is doubt. A man starts doubting his own path. Am I going right? Is my path perfect? Or is there another path which is better than this? But these things are all diversions. Once you miss the path, again it's a detour. You have to go back and come in. Well, in the spiritual path, the Guru is very necessary, but we can't choose the Guru. We can't call for applications and interview them and select one of them, can you? A Guru is one who God has given you someone. Make the best use of him, take the best course, and then pray to the God for giving you a Guru, and then ask the Guru to give you God. There ends the matter. Once this is what I call Shraddha, serious attention. That attention gives you the path. No path can be tested by us. Accept the path that is granted to you, that is you come across, whatever you come across, that will teach you. There is a story of a rishi who says, somebody asked him, who is your Guru? He said, I have 32 Gurus. Who are they? The bird on the tree, the stars, the sun, moon, the Prakriti around, nature around. And I am trying to locate my Guru in all these things. So, the chirp of the bird, I found some teaching in it. The tree blossomed and then shed its leaves. in summer. Again in the spring I saw it blossoming. So this process, cyclic process of the tree, I found a message of my Guru in that. The sun seemingly is reducing. He has not reduced. But again he is appearing full on the full moon. I found the message of my Guru in the phases of the moon. Sun is rising regularly in the morning, going back to where I don't know. The sunrise and sunset, I found the message of my Guru in this. So nature, is it a place, is there a place where there is no Guru? God is the only Guru. Shiva eva Guru. Shiva is Guru. So, then once you are able to meet someone who is able to speak to you as a friend, a Guru is one who is interested in you, totally, every way, your progress, your evolution, your peace, your achievements. That should be his goal. Then he is a true friend, he can certainly play a vital role in our evolution. And then he is the messenger of God. Like the postman who hands over things to you, which someone has sent. He is not giving anything. Guru should think that he is only a messenger. He is doing his own ordainment. What he has been ordained to do in your favor, he is doing it. He is not the karta, he is not the adhar, he is not the deciding force. So that attitude in a Guru benefits you. I don't know, I am not competent to say something about Gurus, but I have a feeling genuinely, Gurus need more teaching today as to what to do and what not to do with the people who come to them. A seeker is always genuine. Giver maybe, we don't know. Seeker is the only genuine man. Like the guest is hungry. It's for the host to do. It's how much of right performance of the host. It is his responsibility of the host is greater, more sacred. That way, a great deal of introspection is necessary in the case of a Guru rather than the disciple. Disciple can blindly follow. And if he has met the wrong man, his destiny is exhausted. Take it that way. The bad karma is exhausted everywhere. And we are indebted to this society in which we have taken 100 births on this earth. Every birth there was a mother, there was a father, there was a teacher, there was a servant, there was a master, a beneficiary. So where are those people around? They are somewhere here. So treat yourself as somebody indebted to society in which your past gurus, teachers, parents, mothers, fathers, they were all around. So in this sense, there's nothing like a loss. What you give voluntarily or what you are seemingly losing something is going back to where it is due. Even someone who has picked your pocket has collected his dues. I mean, it's a very healthy way of looking at things. What's going to the police? He may not be successful. So, I mean, all that matters is our attitude to life. Neither gain nor loss. What I think I have gained, maybe I am taking their loan. I am indebted to that. I have received something from someone which I have not deserved. Therefore, I am indebted. It's an IOU. One more added. So nothing, I mean, tatastha bhava, that is a passivity. Passivity is the secret of peace. Passive to what happens. Never react violently, emotionally, getting upset, things like that. Passive attitude to life. I don't say disinterestedness. Take interest in every performance. Do your best. Do not karmanyava adhikaraste ma phalesh gadachana. Gita says the supreme teacher is Gita. Don't go into commentaries about the Advaita, Visishtadvaita, Advaita, Yoga. Read Gita as it is. See just the meaning of it. And you meditate on the meaning. Take the author of Gita, Krishna, the God, as your Guru. Imagine that he is sitting before you. He sits before you in your mind. Then in his presence you start reading it. The teaching comes from within. It's direct shortcut to the Guru. Searching for the addresses on the internet and visiting sites. We are wasting our time probably. In Shastras it's a different. I am talking about the spiritual Guru. Shastras you need a teacher, you need communication, you need a question paper. Someone who puts marks on your answer book. All things are necessary. You will be assessing your knowledge. But spiritual Guru, everywhere. So someone who is your friend as a Guru or Swamiji, establish conscious contact with him. The hotline is all there, always. We are badly in need of peace of mind than happiness. Happiness is also an emotion, like sorrow. And happiness dies down. Someone enjoyed his day of wedding. Many guests came and congratulated him. We met his wife and the happiest day. 1 year later, something has happened. They pinched each other. But yes, so it's we have to find peace. Peace is the absence of sorrow and happiness. Peace is not happiness. Anything is emotional, positive or negative. And stability, one's stability to ignore events, treat the moment of happiness or moment of sorrow as just an experience. Like you are experiencing summer and winter. We are not able to do anything about summer or winter. We are trying to hide ourselves. We are conditioning ourselves. If it is so cold there, you can't conquer the cold there. You can conquer your own cold by warming. You have to insulate yourself for all conditions. You have no control of the event. You have something, you can control yourself. You can condition yourself by a kind of insulation. Insulation to start with is intellectual, then it is emotional, then it is conscious. Insulation, that is the best thing to do. Anywhere, any time, any climb, any weather, any place, any circumstance can give us a total protection, independence, not being subjected to the vagaries of circumstances. Circumstances are such. When we have no control on our very birth, arrival into this world, it was not by your choice. You did not decide when to be born and where to be born. Who should be your parents? Then what independence do you have about anything? I can't do anything about my complexion. How can I do something? Complexion is extremely close to me. Closest to me. I have no control over this. What can I do about circumstances? You can do something to make someone else happy. That is happiness. Happiness for oneself is not in one's own control, but you can give some kind of a satisfaction, some happiness to someone else. That should give you happiness. I feel happy that I made him happy. That's not an emotion, it's a kind of a satisfaction. Satisfaction is when we achieve our goals. Contentment is no goal at all. No effort. Things will be all right. So we should reach the level of contentment which is close to peace. Struggle must go on so far as the duties are concerned. Your duty, your boss is paying some salary. Pay. Give him the satisfaction. His satisfaction is your satisfaction. In fact, there is nothing to be happy about your own performance in your office, because the job is not yours. The results are your boss's. And that's all. Ultimately, I know all of us are in need of peace, not swaying between happiness and sorrow, sadness. I think, what's the use of reading books? Go on reading without to. Dale Carnegie has written beautiful books. There is a Carnegie section in the library. Spend all your time with Carnegie in that section. You come out as it is, as before. It's in you, your Guru, your peace, everything is inside of you. And dependence on that is weakness. I have seen life in my own way. Very soon I could find peace, not happiness. So I am happy with when others are happy. There is nothing so far as my own personal happiness or sorrow is concerned. There is nothing. I mean, this is God's grace. To some level, a man finds peace inside. He is not swayed by emotions. Or important things are there, and my own success, my own happiness, my own things. There are a lot more to do around. Your country, your society, your parents, your heritage, the needy people around you, people seeking help around you, the poverty, they are your subjects. That's your job, to pay attention to that. And that gives, there is what is known as fulfillment. You give some charity to the poor man, you have not eradicated his poverty. But it is called, I call it self-fulfillment. I have fulfilled my own. The object is your own satisfaction, self-fulfillment, not the eradication of poverty. Even if all the millionaires and billionaires in the country part with all that they have, poverty in the country cannot be eradicated. If poverty is their own responsibility, they have to work hard, they have to come out. Give them what you can, an opportunity to earn. When he is hungry, give him $1. But few hours later again he is hungry. In a way, self-fulfillment, what I have done, my bit. Tell yourself. And your conscience may tell you, no, you have not done all that you could do, do more. That's your master, guide. Things will be all right. I have not seen a man totally happy anywhere. I have never met anybody who is totally unhappy. How do you define life? What is human life? It's a bundle of relationships. And every relationship has its own good, bad. All relationships exist as long as I exist here. Then I go into the memories. Then I am forgotten. That's happiest thing about myself, being forgotten. Don't. all relationships cease beyond our life. Take a casual and simple view of life. Not very serious about it. That's why, in fact, why did people go to the jungles and forest, deep forest for meditation? To get rid of relationships. I mean, your relationship with someone will be painful to you or to the other person also. So, it's not as though they wanted to forget others. They wanted to be forgotten. Which is why they retired into the forest. There is peace. There is achievement. Peace is the hard floor on which the plane can take off. Suppose there is slush on the runway, can the plane take off? The ground is soft, it sinks. The wheels need a hard floor to take off. That's our relationship with equation with the society, our own people. So we should develop our own hard ground from where we can easily lift off. This way we are doing something for ourselves. Service to yourself is only when you have no involvement in your relationships. Relationships are meant to repay the debt as much as possible, in the best manner possible. It is called a
boost.
Juice?
Boost.
It boosts up energy. My voice improves.
Yeah, it gives you a little
volume improves. You think my volume is not adequate? It tastes good.
కొంచెం ఇవ్వమంటారు
Huh?
కొంచెం ఇవ్వమంటారు
I shouldn't have more energy than necessary. Then I will go on haranguing like this. They can't.
అది మంచినీళ్ళు అక్కడ
Subramanyeshwara, God Subramanya is known as Dvayamatraha, one who has two mothers. Ganga in the Sahasranamam, when we worship Subramanya, two epithets we come across. Dvayamatraha, Ganga Putraya Namaha, Shakti Putraya Namaha. He has two mothers. I have 100 mothers. So many people to take care of me. They are concerned about me. Only thing is you can be gratitude. Show your gratitude to one mother. It is too much more difficult. To 100 mothers, much possible. I can never. So, mother is the first guru, I think. And mother should be trained to be a guru to her future child before she. Love is really sacred. Love is great. We say God is love. Love is pure, love is great. But sense of owning is not. One is prema, one is mamata. You feel that you own it. It is not love, it is involvement. I must love my country. Do I own it? The country owns me. What can I do for the country? Mother should love the child. Cannot own it. Only bring up. One day they are independent. They, hello, bye-bye. They would say, they go. So mamata is involvement. It's no good. Owning. Involvement. In love without involvement is pure. You should give that and take it. I have seen my experiences. In fact, I must confess to you, I don't have a formal guru. I don't know, it could be a deficiency. But I would have been a better man, I don't know about it, but I have received enough of teaching from within. I selected and elected my guru in God. And he has given me enough peace. And which is why I advise anyone to have God as your guru. The unseen guru is safer. It's to deal with. Easy to deal with. And the physical guru, you have to establish him in your heart and tell yourself that he is watching you. It's okay, but the unseen guru is everywhere. You cannot even sleep without his presence. Means you have been born in his presence. When he was watching you, you were born. Such gurus, guru for the whole life, for all time. Today you have so many gurus. The guru, every expert is called a guru. This is a word in Sanskrit, it has come into the English today, even in the American newspapers. The computer guru, economics guru, commerce, the market gurus. The word has become universalized. Good. I have great faith. We have certain testing times before us right now. Some debates. Everywhere. Let us depend on the universal Guru to stabilize us under all conditions. Vicissitudes, changes of circumstances. I spoke about Ravana. Ravana is a man's character, I said. He died in his own faith. When people talk of conversion, so how can you convert? You can, if you are a Hindu, go to the church, add to your knowledge about God by adding the knowledge contained in the Bible. You can have Bible as an additional knowledge, not a replacement thing. You can go that way. We are going to Bible as another guru. There is no harm about it. You don't have to exclude Bible. No, what is there in Bible? I know everything. I have studied. Not necessarily. What else is there in Bible? I would like. That's good. One way, keep growing. Keep all the doors open. Fresh air from all directions. Otherwise, you are conditioned by your own air pumped in by that machine. Better it is. Keep all options open. But I want all of you to be stable, peaceful, enjoy the grace of God. I pray. Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu. Let all people be happy. I have slightly made an amendment on this. Sarve sujana sukhino bhavantu. Let all good people be happy. And I have added one more sentence. Sarve jana sujana bhavantu. Let all people become good people. That completes the picture. This is my slogan daily. Sarve sujana sukhino bhavantu. Let all good people be happy. And then let all good people become good. This way, if I say Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu and all that means good and bad people. So it's my own prayer. India needs to be cleaned physically, hygienically, and politically, socially, sociologically. Because all the unclean material is covering the reality, the truth. People are being misled. And tradition, the merit of tradition has to be taught to the people. Tradition is not stagnation. Stagnation is not tradition. We have to repair. Most of our habits, like the furniture in the house, they need maintenance, upkeep, repair. And tradition, the essence of tradition is forever. I feel that spirituality of every religion must be taught, propagated. Spirituality of Christianity, spirituality of any other religion, if at all it is there in it. That has to be studied. Whereas the external form of religion, it's also important, but not enough. I want all of you to come and spend time in India. Come to my place so that I will be benefited by your experiences. There can be give and take. The best. Spend some time. You know, all of us are badly in need of a holiday, actually. Weekend is not a holiday. Weekend is more expensive, more running around, running away, and come back with a long face for the Monday duty. Or pulling a long face when it's dawning Monday. Holiday is away from locations where your mind is involved. I am afraid, I have some places which I really love, but I am afraid of going there, lest I should feel the difficulty of leaving it. That's my problem. I suppose I love this place. I am afraid of coming here. I can't leave it easily. There are some great places in India. People are not retiring till they are tired. One must retire when he is not tired. Still there is some energy left. So, India, the heart and soul of India is a forever truth. The politics of India is in the melting pot. That is yet to take a shape. Socially speaking, India has had a very bad time. Not for a century or two, but something like 14th, 13th centuries. Still the very core, the soul of it is very much there, because that is indestructible. The external form of it, the shape of it, the color of it, is hiding the soul of it. I met many visitors, travelers from abroad. No one was guiding them properly. They needed guidance. For example, in Kashi, the Varanasi, you know how much time it would take to see Varanasi reasonably, totally. If you spend about 10 hours a day, reading about 2 hours and going around, 10 hours a day, I have calculated it would take about 15 months. That you can Now this is Karana, I have understood that you can say that. So much time. So much time. It's a place ravaged by bad politics. All that is over now. It's a place Sri Rama's grandfather visited. Great grandfather visited. Even historically speaking, it's about 10,000 years. There's so much to see, to know, to study, to spend time there. Any aspect of life, anything. So my effort has been to remind our generations about what they are missing by not paying attention to, what they ought to know, try to know. Conserve your valuable time. We are not here forever. Our time is limited, therefore most valuable. You cannot buy one extra day by spending $1 billion. But wasting a day in earning $1 billion is not wise. A day is more valuable than $1 billion. Billion can be earned, not a day. Every minute we should keep spending our time to know more about things. And even in our system of education, much time is being wasted. So much of time is wasted. In a university, or a college, there are only about 120 working days. Serious working days. And every working day, this boy is sitting in the classroom, receiving the teaching only for about 3.5 or 4 hours. What else? What are they doing? So system of education must occupy more time. That's why in fact I refuse to go to school. It's waste of time. Infructuous. I refuse to go to school. No point in going to school. I refused to attend it. My father appointed 4 tutors for different subjects. 2 tutors every day, and they would come 3 days in a week. And even then, Sunday. Of course, in my own way, I used to give them a holiday. Yet, for the simple reason I was going through books and things like that. They would not talk about it. If I ask the teacher to tell me something about, you are too young about it, you don't know anything. Read this. Teacher imposes his own discipline. And let us throw more light on the realities of life. We should address our youth. Tell them to be more serious about life, not waste it. And human life is most precious. The Shastras, Hinduism says, of all the species, the human life is the most valuable. Only the human being is qualified, he has an access to the ultimate reality. I don't mean every human being must become a philosopher or a sadhak for spiritual, no. But there are stages, it's a ladder. In an elevator you stand where you are being elevated to the higher. But here you have to get up, walk up the steps. There is nothing like an elevator, like effortless rising. We have to draw the attention of youth, spend more time. Our institutions, schools, and it's not as though India, American youth. If American youth had taken recourse to technical subjects like computers, engineering, and things, how can Indians have so many jobs in America? They have neglected. They should have paid all the attention for their. They neglected their more important duties, going to the college, becoming a professional engineer, doctor and all. You would not have issued so many visas. That's where I find the youth has wasted their time. They are very intelligent. I mean, as anybody is equally intelligent. Taking life easy. That is not the way. In fact, it is the failure of the elders, failure of the social order, failure of the government that the youth has neglected, taken recourse to smaller things of life. It's a very important responsibility of the society to pay attention to the youth. Then one day it leads to more thinking, better culture, greater outlook on life, broader outlook on life, becoming a better citizen and things like that. Youth wasting their time in simple, silly pleasures. We should not allow that to happen. One day I wish that no Indian would be able to secure a job here because American youth are filling all posts. It's something to be very happy about. I feel really satisfied. This is the right thing for America to have. And then it would benefit the Indian youth also. They stay put where they are with the Mother India and their parents and the culture. It's a good thing. Interaction is not bad. Going out for a while, understanding, exposure, all that is not bad, but circumstances compelling or attracting. That will not happen. Anyway, let us share more time, spend more time in it. In fact, there is a, what I said is true about Varanasi, what is the truth about total country, entire country, India? Right from my youth I have been touring. It was not just wanderlust, to know, understand the visit. Puranas are history. The entire ancient Puranic incidents have taken place in the northern half of that country, north of Vindhya mountain range. So I went on touring. I went on a Himalayan tour 14 times. Still I have not seen even 10% of it. There's still much more to see, to know, to understand, to enjoy. Most of the knowledge was acquired not in cities or colleges or universities, but in jungles, in forests, meditational techniques. So knowledge was born in solitude. Solitude is most valuable. If you want to become a good singer, good musician, good writer, or you want to secure a rank in the university, you have to sit in solitude, not in company. In society we achieve nothing. So, I went to ancient forest areas of the North India. And I found the name of a railway station. It is spelled Hardoi, Hardoi. That is it. What does it really mean? So discussion going into it. It means the original name is Haridrohi. Haridrohi is somebody who has harmed, insulted the god Hari. That is Hiranyakashap. That is the place where Hiranyakashap ruled. The name of the place is Haridrohi. Even the railway station says Haridrohi.
So that place, he lived there?
Huh?
Hiranyakashipu
Yeah, he lived there. It's a history.
ఎక్కడండి నార్త్ ఇండియాలో
North India, close to Lucknow. What is Lucknow? Lucknow. They right. No, it's not that easy to wait for it. Not now. To Lucknowi, it is the name of the Lakshmana, Rama's brother. So everywhere you find history, Purana is history. Ayodhya, many people, interesting to see. But someone, we have to do our homework before going there, read the material about it, then relate it. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter if you spend 2 months every year regularly in India. And then communicate to the youth here. There should be more of it. Don't call it tourism. Any ism is not good. Tourism is just wanderlust, spending time like that, but more beneficial. It must be a beneficial. Please select some interested youth. Lead them to India. Tell them. Don't look at the dirty surroundings. Public hygiene is a big zero there. You have to walk carefully. Still, ignore many things. It's not that it is important. It's very important to have a clean road, clean surrounding. Maximum attention is paid to cleanliness here. They don't allow you to throw some garbage on the road. Garbage goes only to the road in India. They keep their only rooms clean. Everything is thrown to the bucket. But many things are there about which we can't be happy, we should condemn. But there are so many reasons, the bad governance. I mean, ignoring most of it, all of that. To see India is more, it's a good exposure to the youth coming from America. It is definitely the Indian society who have come to US they should have gone back and told their people to maintain themselves properly. Take the message from here and there. The best of both. So I have taken about, so far, I think, about 5,000 people I would have taken along with me on tour in the last 40 years. Every visit I take about 30, 40, 50, 70, even 120 at one time, making all arrangements with the return ticket safe in my hands. Not depend on the chance on the Indian railways. But comfortable tour, food, sleep, shelter, all are taken care of. But no easy shopping. They have to sit with me, they have to listen to me, they have to put questions, I have to answer it. They should know where they have gone, why did they go there, what is the history of it, what is the Purana about it. That way, introducing India, a bit of it, I told. Well, anyway, I am able to spend so much time here. Do come. He has taken so much of interest in the Vedas, spread of Vedas. My point is, yes, Vedas are great, good. Mere chanting of Veda, it is preserving Veda, the text of it, the sound of it. More importantly, how does it benefit the man? Is there a real change in him? So it is more of teaching. That's required. As someone said, Vedas are chanted because there was no printing press. That's not the reason, It is printing, a printed matter cannot tell you this forum. It's necessary. So much of literature has come up in the West on the contents of the Vedas. We should know. Spend some time in my library. But in that manner I invite you all. Anytime, all time. And the youth in US must be addressed. That's our real problem immediately. They should become better. More serious, more useful. Not waste their time. As a discipline is a derivative of word disciple. If there is a guru, if there is a disciple. What is discipline without a guru? We have to have. Generally, I think Indo-US cultural exchange must be institutionalized, a large, more important, very important. If you are, wanting to spend money on this or that, interaction, mutual understanding, more important. Just before independence, Pandit Nehru was a great man. He paid more attention to the Russian friendship than American friendship. That did not benefit us. In 1962, when China invaded, it was the US who came to the rescue, not Russia. Even politically, the kind of right judgment in the minds of people is yet to be achieved. That political wisdom, sagacity is. Such sagacity can be learned from the history of other countries also. Anyway, this country has a great future. Its future lies not in more of industry and more of economic growth. It will take a turn towards cultural achievements, growth, to make every citizen far better man, greater man. That is the future of these states. I think it is going to start very soon in this coming decade, maybe by